What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Naruto Online. Hope you guys are all doing well. This week has been pretty big. We got a lot of new things that came out and a lot of really good events. One of the big things was in CN, a new ninja, Jiraya Final Battle has come out. And take a look at his skill set here. It is actually pretty interesting. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely not the best, but it does have some pretty cool things in there. So let's take a look, starting from his mystery. So his mystery here is it makes a barrier that lasts for 2 rounds, and while the barrier is active, ninjas that summon a barrier can't use their mystery from both sides. And this includes even ninjas that summon barriers with their passives. They won't be able to use their mystery. However, there is a catch here, which is like for Madara Edo Tensei, if he casts a barrier with his passive, it's going to still override Jiraya's. So if he hits like 90% health, after Jiraiya uses his mystery, the barrier will still override it. It just prevents them from using their mystery. Now, on top of the mystery, Jiraiya also executes Gamarinsho every round before his action, which deals ninjutsu damage to 2 units in the lineup, causes extreme chaos, and also suppresses their immunity to the end of the round. So it's kind of like Summer Kurenai. However, it is slightly different because it suppresses debuffs for 2 units and also causes extreme chaos for only 1 round. For Jiraya's standard, it hits all units in the lineup and causes 5 combo, reduces their resistance by 10%, and then has a high chance of causing knockdown to 1 unit and a fixed chance of gaining super armor for himself for 1 round. His chase, triggered with 15 combo, deals damage to 4 units in a lineup, causes repulse to 1 random unit, and then after that, it increases the chase triggering limit by 1 for all units in the lineup. Can't be stacked. Now his passive 1 is like Sage Kabuto's passive, where at the beginning of every single round, dispels all debuffs for himself and recovers 20 chakra, as well as 1 random Senjutsu tag ninja in the lineup. And then along with that, it also makes your maximum chakra go back to 100%. And the skill is active even when Jiraiya is triggered. And whenever this skill is triggered, it increases the initiative by 2% for all units. And it caps out at 10%. This is useful for also countering like Kurenai Summer or Hashirama, whenever they seal your like chakra back to 60, so it's pretty nice to have. And then last but not least, his passive 2 is whenever a ninja in your lineup executes a mystery 3 times, Jiraiya will revive with 30% HP, and then it also reduces his mystery cooldown by 1 round. So in a way, his passives are kind of like Sage Kabuto's, just a bit weaker than his, and not as good, but he does have some interesting uses. Like, I don't know, maybe some people might find him interesting to use in 3v3s. If you're faster, you can use that mystery to prevent anyone from using their Kisames. But I mean, when you have that much of initiative, you might as well use Kisame yourself. You also might notice that I'm currently water main, and the reason for that is because they came out with more main changes, and some of them are actually pretty good, especially favorited towards water main. Unfortunately, I don't have all the cultivated skills, so I can't use them all. But let's go ahead and check out what they are. Starting off with water main, her 3rd mystery got a little bit of a change here, so the battlefield cooldown is now 0. Her standard 2 got buffed so that it now heals 2 units with the lowest life instead of just 1. They also made some changes to the nature energy gathering here, so it makes it now so that Azurafang becomes a Senjutsu user. Whenever she's defeated though, after your lineup uses 2 mystery skills, Azurafang is revived with 30% HP, and it also sets her mystery cooldown to 0. This is clearly becoming a common trend because we just saw in Jiraiya, it's in like Kabuto, it's in like Tsunade. It's becoming a pretty big thing among like the healing ninjas now. For the passive 2-3, after you cultivate it, this is the one that I'm really excited for, is at the beginning of every round, it deals a small damage to yourself to cancel all your debuffs, increases your ninjutsu and crit rate by 10%, reduces your mystery cooldown by 1, and it's even active whenever Azurafang is controlled. So basically this is Sage Kabuto's like passive packed into one with scaling on top of her old passive where she reduces her mystery cooldown by 1. And then they also did a little bit change to 1-4, which is just whenever you do evade a chase attack, it gives you 5% more health. I'm actually really excited for Water Main because I think I'm gonna go try her out in Zenith the next time, see how she goes. But speaking about Zenith, Breeze Dancer also got her own changes here. So passive 1 here got a little bit of a buff, so it now has a higher chance of causing, or not has a higher chance of causing 6, 10, or 20 combo, not just a flat chance for 10 combo. Don't know if that's too impactful or not. The passive 1-1, this already got buffed last week. Now it got buffed even more, and it makes it so that whenever you have Flower Guard, you can't be defeated by standard attacks. This doesn't seem that significant, but it could actually play like a huge role in actual battles, especially if you're doing like a wind main versus wind main, and then you got like clones fighting against your main. You can tank those clones with your main because those clones can't kill you, so it's a pretty big deal actually. It just makes wind main even more powerful than what she already was. Her 2-4 passive also got a little bit of a buff here, so whenever she causes crit damage, she also can't be defeated by chase attacks and lasts until the end of the next round. And this is a little bit funny because if you combine this on top with Flower Guard, the only way you can even kill Windmane is just through mysteries, and if you pair her with like Rin, that's pretty insane. I thought that'd be a little bit funny. Fire Main got some interesting changes, especially the standard here. The standard 2, after you cultivate it, it now gives irremovable ignition. This provides like a way to counter the 6 pads a little bit more, because with irremovable ignition, you can actually prevent them from healing. This is actually really good. I think I'm actually going to use this, because this would be really good with my team, especially since my team revives with like Kakazu. I could use this, cause irremovable ignition, and they can't heal with their Naruto. This is actually insane. I think I'm certainly going to use this one. And then the other thing is they did a change to Red Lotus Secret. So this is actually more of a nerf in my opinion, but they made it last only 3 rounds. However, the effect where your mystery skill can reset after you defeat an enemy is now irremovable. The main buff, the ninjutsu and combo rate, is still removable though, but if they strip your buffs, they can't strip away the mystery skill resetting buff. Lightning Main also gets a similar change to that with their warrior killing intent now, except for Lightning Main it's a little bit better because they actually added a buff, so now it also adds a 40% crit rate, which is pretty big amount of crit actually. And then they make it so that those effects are removable, but the effect where after you kill someone with a mystery skill, it's irremovable. And again, it also lasts only for 3 rounds. The other thing that they did was they buffed Calm Mind, so now it recovers 16% life, and it also makes it so that you have a chance of getting 40% chakra. Though, as we've seen with Fire Main, that chance generally means 100%. I don't really know, because if we take a look at Fire Main, Bonnie Chakra has a 40% chance of recovering 40 chakra. I don't think I've ever seen Bonnie Chakra recover only 20 chakra. Like, just say, I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Now, the last buff to Lightning Main is actually really, really massive here. So they buffed Root of the Warrior, and they makes it so that on rounds 1, 2, and 3, dispels 2 debuffs for up to 3 sword bearers. Makes it so that their resistance buff, that 100 extra resistance, can't be dispelled, and then it also adds immunity to debuffs that last till the end of the round. So while the immunity can be dispelled every single round for the first 3 rounds, they're just gonna re-trigger it, so it's pretty big. It makes it so that like Lightning Main basically can't be really controlled now. So Lightning Main, Water Main, and kind of Wind Main can't really be controlled. Wind Main is a little bit wonky in that she is only not controllable for the first 2 rounds, Lightning Main is for the first 3 rounds, and Water Main straight up just can't be controlled. Well, it's a little bit more complicated than that. They can be controlled, so Water Main can be controlled, but only for that round. Wind Main straight up can't be controlled for the first 2 rounds. Now, Lightning Main can be controlled for the first 3, but they also like refresh it every single round, so yeah. It's a little bit complicated, but it's going to affect Zenith interactions quite a bit, which means I'll probably have to release a new Zenith video updating the stuff. And also have to like get more information because we haven't really played around with these new changes, so I don't know how they'll actually play out in Zenith. I'll let you guys know though as soon as I do. Last but not least, poor old Crimson Fist. They got the tiniest of buffs in this main chain. So Wood Style now, instead of just being whatever it did before, causes immobile, it also removes immunity to debuffs for 1 round. Which, I mean, it's okay, but it's a random chance, so you're relying purely on RNG to hit a random unit. I guess it could be, if you got lucky, it could be good in Zenith, but I mean, this really has that much practical value. Now on top of the main changes, we also got Kurenai Kimono that came out. We've already gone over her skills, so I'm not gonna go over them really too much, but you can see what they are here. She's in the, what's it called? The Shinobi Feast event right now. So she's in the pack here. But speaking about events, let's go check out this week's events, because we got a ton of stuff actually in here. A ton of good things in here. So you got colorful balloons here, fireworks. They put Datara Akatsuki creation here, and if you guys are wondering why you only get 40 fragments of Datara, it's because a while ago they put out a survey of ninjas people would like to see in the upcoming fireworks. In that survey, Kurenai Summer won, but some of the other choices was Datara like 40 fragments. I think he was one of the higher places. He might have been second or third. And so they finally decided to put him in here. Hopefully they do give the other 40 fragments in some other event, though. That would be kind of lame if they didn't. And we're just left with 40 random fragments. And the exchange shop in here, though, is pretty much identical as before. I mean, you got like the Ninja Assist Cultivation packs here. Everything stayed pretty much the same. What hasn't stayed so much the same is Fateful Choice. They have done something interesting here. So before they made like the two shops almost identical. They would have like the same ninjas in here. I mean, it's still kind of same with like Naruto on this side, Sasuke on this side, and then they have like similar clothings. But now they have 3 different ninjas per side, so this is going to actually lead me to having a massive amount of things to display for their prices. But pretty interesting how they're splitting it up, giving you more choices. I like it. I'm going to have to actually pick up Itachi Kimono here because I somehow missed one of these days. I was on this day, I just forgot to sign in or something, or maybe it didn't show up. I know that sometimes happens, but we're not going to be able to get this last one, so we have to find those 20 fragments somewhere. So I'll probably just grab those fragments from some random events so that we can actually finish up our Edo Itachi. Now on top of that, we also have Time Limit Ninja Recruitment. This is a pretty nice event here. It is a little bit of a shame that they took out the Ninja Cultivation packs from here. They gave Command Flag fragments because those are actually pretty nice to have. But other than that, we got Charm packs, Madara Edo Tensei. If you guys haven't seen already, I released a video talking about Madara Edo Tensei versus Naruto 6 Pass in the last video. Some interesting things there, but they changed so many things as soon as they released the video. Like, it's actually kind of insane. But for the most part, my point still stands in there. Along with that, we got refinement rebates, and then cultivation limited time rebate, and lastly, we got Myoboku trial, which they put Sakura Cloak in here. Pretty nice. I'll take it. I think this will actually give us a nice amount of fragments to break through with. This is what we have currently. I might go and work on some of them, or I could try using some of my experimental vials to like get them to a higher position before I try them. But we are going to get a good amount of frags from there. And I also do think that we have some more packs with her in here. Yeah, we have this one pack from a super long time ago when they gave out Sasuke and Sakura for free. So we have another 80 fragments in here if we really want to get it. And then besides the events, they also put in Arena 3v3, but they did something really weird here. So they're giving Naruto, but they're only giving us 78 fragments. So if you don't have those 2 fragments, you're gonna have to find them somewhere. And it like sucks for you. It's kind of lame how they're doing that, but I mean, I'll take them. I don't have him at, I think 3-star, 4-star. What do you need for him to be viable? I don't remember. Okay, yeah, we have him at 3-star. I think he still gets another upgrade at 4-star though. I don't remember. I don't really use this Naruto that much except for like in 3v3s. But I mean, overall, still a really great week. We got a ton of free things, so like Naruto, Sakura, Datara, a good amount of free items from this event cycle, so I honestly can't even complain that much. Let me know what you guys think of the events though in the comments below. But that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.